Hey, what's going on, guys? Battle Nations Emperor here, back today with another video. And today, guys, as you can see, we are actually in a regular Battle Nations account. I'm on my Battle Nations and Battle Nations account, the streaming account. And I love this account, and I was thinking, well, we normally do sandbox gameplay for the background. Just thought it'd be cool to have some regular gameplay in the background for this one, and it is a good one we are picking it with. That is because today we're discussing the top 5 things you can do to get ready for guilds. So, for anybody who may not have heard yet, guilds are right around the corner. They are certainly going to be the next major update, as we've already known for a while now. But we got these bad boys. These are some images of what the template of guilds might look like. It's currently being voted on. And as you can see, these are the options. And it looks lovely, but all of that to say this. Guilds are coming, and they're coming pretty freaking soon. Again, we don't have an exact date, but expect them to be dropping any day now, just due to the factor of how much information is already out there. They already got the templates, and now they're already deciding things about how the UI is going to look. So that begs the question, with guilds temporarily dropping at any moment now, how can we get ready? And that's what we're going to discuss into this video. Of course, you need a guild. You're more than welcome to join the Empire, linked in the description down below. We have a competitive main guild, and we have several feeders, so no matter you're a maxed out player looking to get everything, or a brand new player just getting started, we'd love to have you in the Empire. And with all that being said, let's get this top 5 list started. Starting off with number 1, I'd argue one of the most, if not just straight up the most important thing to do when preparing for a guild, and that is collect gold. Now, you might be asking yourself, wait a second, why gold? Especially if you're a new Battle Nations player, you might be thinking, well, gold isn't that helpful, especially once I get long off, isn't it? Well, you would be correct if it wasn't for a factor that guilds are very different. Guilds are promoted through their level up system. And how do you level up a guild? Well, that's right, you gotta donate gold. And it can get very expensive. This is how much it costs to get a guild fully maxed out. Millions and millions of gold we are talking about. So yes, if you by chance can get up a good stash of gold yourself, you will be valuable to several guilds, and I wouldn't be surprised if a few guilds, especially early on, advertise purely as, hey, you know, you need to meet our requirements, but even if you don't meet them, maybe you can pay your way in, if you know what I'm saying, you know? A lot of guilds are going to need a lot of people with money, and if you have money, aka gold in this situation, you're going to be very valuable to them. So I would highly recommend clearing out all your wild encounters, as most of us are already doing, keeping your shops running, and just making sure you stay up on your gold. Again, biggest thing most of us do for gold is expansions, and then once you get all of your land expansions in your base, you're kind of just sitting on gold. I mean, heck, even right now, I just earned an extra 3,000 right there. I'm currently sitting at 78,000 on this account. This account is obviously very new, growing it. But point being is, gold, very important relatively throughout the game, mainly for expansions is the biggest. They're important for late game of the current stage, if you will. But in the future, they will be much more important, even more important than they are right now. So I would highly recommend getting some gold up there. And yeah, just stockpiling gold would honestly be your first and probably best objective to prepare for guilds, just due to the factor of how important they are for guilds and their progression. And number 2, we have another pretty straightforward one, and ironically enough, I am doing it in the background myself. I didn't even intend to do this, but hey, it lines up. And that is training up a whole bunch of wimps and a whole bunch of other good units. Now, take this account. This account's only level 28, and yet I already have over 600 wimps. And 9 barracks, as you gentlemen can see, training wimps nonstop. Why am I doing this? Because even though it's not confirmed, wimps are pretty much a shoe-in for a good unit in boss strikes. Again, not positive, but it's probably the most certain. And then there are several others. I would highly recommend picking a good AoE damager, a good splash damager, and then training up a bunch of those. My personal favorite pick is UMGs. I've been training up a bunch of those on all of my accounts. But I mean, heck, if you're a Lightning Dragoonist, if you're a field agent, I've seen a lot of people training up them and trying to get them maxed out. Point being is, whether you're a field agent guy or a UMG guy like me, all of that to say is wimps, because obviously they're your go-to. Train up as many wimps as you can and try to get them to R6 on your main if possible. And then go all out on UMGs, field agents, maybe a little splash of all, and just get as much heavy hitters as you can. Because remember, boss strikes are all about boss points. You're trying to earn boss points so you can get boss strike, rewards and, grind for your guild. Awesome. Well, to do that, you gotta take care of waves of enemies. So it's really just going to be a competition of having enough units to just survive wave after wave after wave. But if you have thousands of wimps or thousands of UMGs or whatever, that's thousands and thousands of units you can place down and just swarm your opponent. You know what I'm saying? So by all means, would highly recommend getting these guys if you're able to, because let me tell you, they're going to cause some damage. So again, just max out your wimps, train up as many as you can, and then whether it's UMGs, field agents, whether I go with UMGs just because they only take 10,000 gold on a rank 1 vehicle factory to train up, and they're super cheap and affordable, and they do insane splash damage for their cost. So yeah, I would highly recommend them, but any splash damager that you like will do, and then just go ballistic with them. And at number 3, there's something pretty obvious, but I still just wanted to point it out, and that is grinding as close as you can to max level or hitting max level. Now, right now as I record this, max level in the game is 49. Level 49 is max. Obviously, we're not going to be at max 49 forever. Heck, a few weeks ago, the max was 46. So, point being is just hit max whatever it is. I think, I could be wrong here, but I believe when guilds get released, the max level will be 46. So that means if you're able to be at level 46 when guilds are released, you're probably going to be able to join whatever guild you want, besides maybe some like the super competitive ones. And you're also going to be a very desired player. And do want to make the clarification. Most guilds will probably prioritize after the first boss strike boss points, and boss points will not be correlated to level. You could probably have a level 38 earning more boss points than a level 49 who's just, playing once a day as opposed to, the level 38 who might be playing daily, right? Now, the only problem there is the maxed out level 49 is only going to have to put in, let's say, 15 minutes every week to get the same amount of boss points level 38 might have to put in daily an hour, So obviously the easier it is to get boss points, the higher level up you are. So just try to continue to grind out the game, get as high a level as you are, and then when boss strike drops, you can grind them as hard as possible. If I had to compare it to anything, I really would compare it to gold, really. I know man, we really should just play the game more often today because a lot of stuff pops up. But as you can see, I'm only getting 3,000 gold here, 3,805, and that's because, obviously, I'm level 28. If I was level 49, the current max, I'd be getting at least 10,000 gold minimum per match, all the way up to like 17,000, 19,000, and get 60 SP as well. That is because it's obviously level-based. Same thing with the boss fights. You might get easier fights at lower levels, but more importantly, you're going to get more boss points. And that's just a simple rule of the game. Imagine most of you guys knew that. Still want to include it on this list for anybody who might just need the realization, who might just want to know. Again, it's going to be easier to earn boss points the higher level you are. So try to get as high as level as possible as you can. And fourth, we have something pretty interesting. We have find a community. Now, what do I mean by that? You're part of the Battle Nations community already. You're listening to a Battle Nations video. You probably play Battle Nations. Why do I have this on here? Because I know a lot of good players. I'm talking max out people. They don't spend a whole lot of money on the game, but they've bought nanopods. They love Battle Nations, and they play it daily. Yet they are not on Discord. They're not on Reddit. Some of them, sometimes they don't even have a YouTube. They might have YouTube, they might watch YouTube, but they don't watch Battle Nation YouTube. And that's fine, but all I'm going to say is this. Try to find your favorite social platform, whether it be Discord, Reddit, YouTube, whatever, and find the Battle Nations community on it. If you're on Reddit, it's r/Battle Nations. If you're on Discord, of course, we have a Discord server. A whole other bunch of people have Discord servers. Battle Nations themselves have an official Discord server. All of that you'd be welcome to join. And if it's here on YouTube, heck, you're more than welcome to stay on this channel. In fact, I appreciate you watching this video. You're more than welcome to check out any of the other fine Battle Nations YouTubers on this fantastic site. And yeah, point being is just get with the community, and not only will you learn a lot about the game just from interacting with other Battle Nations fans, you'll also probably progress quicker, because I swear, they'll give you tactics you didn't know about, your friends will be able to assist you, you'll be able to get a whole bunch of friends added to your friend list, you'll be able to assist and get assist from it'll just go a lot more smoothly and it'll be super helpful. So I would highly recommend joining a community if you're not part of one already. If you need a community to join, you're more than welcome to, of course, join the Empire. As I stated at the beginning of this video, we would love to have you. But hey, if you don't want to join the Empire, nothing personal, I completely understand it. You're more than welcome to join any of the other fine communities on this website or on Discord or Reddit. We just want to get you connected so when boss strikes do drop, you're able to pound through them. Also get a nice little tooth here on 3,500 gold as well. 84 SP for the Wimp. And yeah, finally, and the last one, we're going to end it off with this, is to stay connected. Now, what I mean by this is simple. We have no clue when guilds are going to drop. Even right now, they could have dropped this very moment, and I'm sitting here recording a Battle Nations video, right? Probably not, but point being is, guilds could drop at any moment. We might get a huge new update. We might get the date drop, anything like that. So just stay up to date. Stay up with the community. Keep up with any updates as they come. Of course, we'll be posting them here on the channel. I'm sure they'll be posting them on the Discord and Reddit as well. You're more than welcome to check any of those out. And of course, you want to stick here on the Battle Nations Emperor channel, you're more than welcome. We'll keep you updated. But yeah, definitely would highly recommend checking at least once a day with the Battle Nations news, just making sure you haven't missed an update, because it could drop at a moment's hat. You never know. So yeah, with all that being said, that will just about do it for us today, guys. Wanted to try something different here. A top 5 isn't anything new, but the background gameplay is huge. We're almost always in the sandbox. This is like my first ever video of this kind where I'm using the background gameplay as live Battle Nations gameplay on one of my accounts. If you guys like that, let me know. We can certainly do it going forward in the future. And if not, no problem. We can switch right back to the sandbox and save this for live streams and everything else. But guys, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching this video all the way through. I greatly appreciate you. What do you think of this top 5? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Do you have your own suggestions for getting ready for guilds? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. Would love to have a discussion down there. Throw your own ideas, what you thought about these ideas or anything else Battle Nations related. And yeah, guys, that will just about do it for us. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate you for watching it all the way through to the end right here. Oh yeah, can't forget, subscribe down below if you are new and consider dropping a like. And yeah, guys, with all that being said, that will truly do it for us. Guys, thank you very much for watching. And as always, have a great rest of your day. And how about that? Instead of ending off with a zoom on the sandbox, I can end it off by training some wimps. Getting some real work done. Oh, this is lovely. But seriously though, guys, thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.